Okay, Alex is going to be on the case tomorrow when they get back into testimony. In the meantime, speaking of the testimony, I have been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it because I know you know this case. I have been waiting for the smoking gun. It is not enough to want your children or your boyfriend's wife dead. You can't just be charged with wanting them dead. You have to be in a conspiracy like they've charged her, and you have to do something in furtherance of it. And so far in this testimony, I don't think I've heard anything that proves the furtherance part. I've certainly heard that she's got some crazy thoughts, that she wanted her boyfriend and then became her husband, Chad's wife, dead. I heard all that. But Mark O'Mara knows a thing or two about criminal defense and civil rights. He's an attorney who I speak to regularly about this kind of stuff, and you're the perfect person to ask. I'm not wrong, right, when I say it's not enough just to think it and want it. You got to do something. And I'm not so sure that we've heard that. Have you?
That's true. It's a conspiracy, commonality of intent, and then some action forward. Doesn't have to be a big action, but it has to be some action. And you're right. So far, we're seeing a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke, and some of the smoke is bizarrely colored, but we haven't really seen the fire yet. Now, they don't have to show you all the fire, but they do have to put it together to do away with reasonable doubt, correct? And right now, I think what they're doing is building their case slowly. We're seeing a lot of bizarre facts, a lot of people that sort of suggest this is not right. But no, the prosecution still has a fair amount to do away with that reasonable doubt and to really point the finger directly at her.
So can I ask you this, Mark? The jury has heard a lot of really ugly stuff about Lori Vallow, the things that she has said about the people who are dead, wanting them dead, even wanting her own child dead, going into a seance to kill her husband through thoughts, her husband who is driving her baby, her child. So they've heard a lot of things and they probably hate her. And yet, we just said, you've got to have something. You got to have that furtherance stuff. Is it possible she could go free, or could you see a jury like this saying, we can't let that happen, and they could do something called like nullification, you know, where they'd say, too bad, we're going to convict her anyway?
Yeah, a jury could look at this and go, we don't like her, we hate her, we think she's disgusting, but you have not proven your case. But again, in the Murdaugh case that we just spent a lot of time going over between you and I, Ashleigh, what they're doing right now is they're laying that groundwork. They do want that jury to hate her. They want her to dislike her. They want her to think that she's outrageous. And the reason why is that behavior, that disdain that the jury will have for her, will allow the state to prove their case a little bit easier. So that's what they do. They want that sort of disdain or hatred. We all make very quick decisions about people. You know, it's that split-second first impression. Well, what they want to do and what the prosecution really wants to do is show time and time and time again, this is not a lady you like. Easier to determine somebody you don't like is a murderer.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.